So I go to Vegas. I love going to Vegas. You like going to Vegas? Awesome. There's always so many expensive hotels there. They always got these bathroom attendants, you know what I mean? You feel guilty, you gotta tip them. I felt guilty. Last week, I had diarrhea. Cost me $38. I love Las Vegas because in parts of Las Vegas, prostitution is legal. I made so much money when I was there. Give me a hand, yes. Oh my God, it's legal. You know what that means? Those hookers have to pay taxes. What's that day like at the accountant? Okay, how do I list candy panties under food or clothing? Since they shot my pimp, can I file as an independent contractor? Can she get laid off? You're good like that. I like that about you. So I watch those television shows. I like those, the haunted stuff. Do you guys watch that? I love that. Oh my God, I think my house is haunted the other night. The bed was like shaking. The bed was levitating. That's the last time I leave my vibrator on. I'm telling you, fall asleep. That's just wrong. So I just got a new car. Give me a hand, a Latina who got a loan. Thank you. I did the cash for clunkers. Traded in my ex-boyfriend. That's right. I got my dream car, the Hyundai. I'm actually realizing we women do not know how to shop for cars. I was watching the commercial, and in the commercial, they sell the car with sex to us. And I'm like, then they go and do something stupid. They give the car a dumb name, Hyundai Accent. I'm thinking, you want to sell the car to me? I'm a hot, sexy woman. Give the car a female name. We could have our own car, ladies. Are you into it? Yeah. The Ford. No matter where you park it in a parking lot, a man can't find it. Right? There's some really angry women clapping at that like I've never had a G-spot. He can't find the G-spot or the... I think it's a great idea. I think that I would change how we market cars in this country, right? Every segment of the population would get to have their own car if we marketed it that way. Gay men could have their own car. The Mercedes-Benz, over. The Brokeback Mountaineer. Lesbians could have their own car too, yes. The Volvo Volva. Comes with 2 stick shifts. Even drug addicts like me could have a car, the Toyota LSD. They don't actually sell you the car, they give you the key, you hallucinate the car.
Hi. Can someone help me unhook this? No? Okay. Sorry. Thought that would be funny. That was funny, but you didn't laugh. I'm sorry about my outfit, sir. I've been doing yard work all day. Didn't have any time to change. Does anyone here live in a servantless household? I just broke up with a guy. Please, hold your applause. It's hard breaking up with someone, though. Girls, you know, when you have to be the one that says it. Listen, you've run out of money. Men get so upset when you break up with them. I don't get it. It's just business. I met this guy the other day, and I was like, "Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Natasha." And he was like, "Yeah, I've met you 6 times." Like, well, it's not my fault you don't have a look. Buy a lot of my clothes at Forever 21. Do you guys ever go there? Well, my friend told me the other day, she's like, "You know, Natasha," I didn't know this, she's like, "You shouldn't shop there. All their clothes are made by third world children in sweatshops." Like it's my fault those baby factory workers are such excellent sewers. So my car was just impounded. And the officer asked me, Miss Leggero, why are you driving without insurance, current registration, or a valid ID? And I was like, how should I know? I'm not a scientist. They took away my car and left me stranded at the bus stop, the big stack of headshots. One of which came in handy as I had to fan away the smell of poor people. It's very hard to give the illusion of New England money while riding on mass transit. Thanks, ma'am. One bus rider in the bunch.
I want you guys to know that my family does not want me to be a stripper. They do not understand under that kind of stuff. That is all my idea. They want me to marry a nice Jewish boy. That's right. Who is this mythical creature? Please raise your hand if you're right here. Nobody? No, nobody, huh? Because they don't exist. A nice Jewish boy is a mythical person that has a nice job, drives a nice vehicle, somebody whose grandmother, my grandmother, met at Plumber Park, which is where all the Russians hang out. And that is pretty much it. And, you know, I personally did not want to go out with the Jews myself. I figured that dating like a Russian Jew here, for me, it's like living in front of an international food court and always eating gefilte fish at your grandma's house. Oh, Brazilian food? No, thank you. I don't want it. Tonight we have chopped liver. Tomorrow we have chopped herring. We have all kinds of other chopped fishes, but we do not want your Brazilian restaurant. No, thank you very much. But you know, there was a lot of pressure from my family. They pressured me about it. And I went out with a lot of ugly guys. A lot of guys that are kind of boring. And if I said, you know, Grandma, he's ugly, my grandma would be like, what? He no good looking? He no look good. No, look at him. He is doctor. He give you all the medicine you need. I say, Grandma, he's boring. Oh my God, he boring? Oh my God, no listen to him. Is man circus? Man is not circus. He has car dealership. Think about it. If I did not want to go out with the ugly Jews, my grandma brought out the big guns. Do you guys know what the big guns is? The big guns is I came to America for you. In Russia, I was big doctor. People come to me from all over the place. They bring me money. They bring me candy. They bring me goat. Do I take? No. I come to America for you. And now I sit here and you no marry nobody.
Now my parents were really wonderful. Like when they were raising us, they had this really clear notion of what was right and what was wrong. You know, and now that they're in their 70s, they don't anymore. They're like doing stuff, you guys, that is like, they're doing stuff like stealing. Like if you have parents in your 70s, you gotta watch them, because they could be doing stuff, right? Like my parents steal movies, okay? They'll go to the movie theater and they'll pay for a movie and they'll see that movie. And then they'll get all covert, right? And then they'll sneak from movie to movie to movie to movie until they've seen all 15 movies at that Cineplex for free. I mean, okay. Like, I mean, who's gonna stop them, right? Like who? Like the 16-year-old usher? Oh, I'm sorry, dude, like you can't go in there. I was in the war. Okay, go in, right? And my mom loves this store called Kohl's. She's really fierce in Kohl's. She's got the Kohl's coupons, the Kohl's discount things, and the Kohl's credit card, right? And when she's done with Kohl's, they pay her. So she's kind of fierce because, you know, she thinks, I think, that the Kohl's credit card, like, entitles her to things. So you don't want to go with my mom to Kohl's. She'll be there. And we were together, and we were in the bath section where they have like lotion samples, you know? So, you know, the samples, you just take a little and you rub and maybe you smell. My mother, oh, oh, this is wonderful. You know, she's just lathering up. Oh, my darling, can you get my feet? Please, I can't reach my feet. So the Kohl's lady's like, excuse me, ma'am, you can't. And my mother's like, I have a Kohl's card. Nobody says anything.
So I was raised by a single mother, and we didn't always have that much money when I was growing up. So if we'd go to a restaurant we really couldn't afford, we would get one big meal, like a baked potato, and share it. But I remember this one time we went to a restaurant. The waitress gets all upset. She's angry. She's like, you know, if you're going to share that, you're going to have to pay a sharing charge for $3. Is a $3 sharing charge. My mother has her own vocabulary. She says, well, really, I'm not sharing. I'm just going to be picking. I'm only picking. The waitress says, well, what's the difference between sharing and picking? My mother said, $3. I live in New York City. I love it there. The thing is, we all have these really tiny apartments, you know? Everybody has such a small apartment. We're known for that. My apartment is so small, I have to keep certain things outside in the hallway. You know, like my bed. Actually, I shouldn't complain. My next door neighbor just got evicted. Now all his stuff is in the hallway. Now we're roommates. It's hard to be single in New York City, so I did online dating. Online dating is annoying because people lie online all the time in their profile. You know, they lie about what they look like, what they do for a living. Then when you meet them, it's a whole different picture. Like I was talking to this guy online, true story. He told me he was 5'10". Then I met him in person. That turned out to be his weight. And his profile said long walks on the beach, more like short drives to Burger King. You see a lot of really weird things in New York City. This is famous. You see strange things there. Some of you guys are staring at me like, we're looking at a weird thing right now. I was at a restaurant. There was a guy sitting there wearing 3 separate necklaces with a giant cross on each necklace. Now, even the Pope doesn't wear 3 giant crosses, right? So you gotta think, you gotta wonder. All right, if you're wearing 1 giant cross, you're religious, you're Christian, God bless. If you're wearing 2 giant crosses, you're religious, you're Christian, and you're probably afraid of vampires. If you're wearing 3 giant crosses on 3 separate necklaces, like you're trying to overcompensate for something, right? You're trying to cover something up. You're a Jew. And just for the record, I sat there and I watched him, and he did pack up a doggy bag, including the ketchup bottle. So there you go. Before I go, I want you guys to know I did go on a date recently. I want you to know I went on a 3rd date with an attorney. Thank you very much, an attorney. I know, some of you guys are shocked, aren't you? You didn't think I could do it, did you? Little 5-foot, little classless me with an attorney. But that's what happens when you get a DUI. You meet attorneys. I'm Sheba Mason. Thank you very much.